Hey guys, Linda aka the Gamer Girl here, and today I went hunting into Boca and I was traveling around. The first place I'm going to show you is I went to Goodwill. In this Goodwill there was a ton of clothes. It was a lot, so I had to go all the way to the back where the books are. And in the book section I did see an interesting book that I picked up. It's called Game Boys. It's by Michael Caine. If anybody's read this, let me know. I don't know. I've never read it before. And it was cheap. It was only like $1, so I grabbed that one. I kept looking because, you know, there's sneaky people in this world and they like to hide games inside the book section. And I did an overview of the books just to see if there's anything, and no, it looked like there wasn't. And I moved over to the vinyl section and there was some Jane Fonda. You get it, girl. Jane Fonda, I haven't seen her vinyl in forever. If you look at it, it's hilarious. And right next to the vinyls is all the electronics / everything they throw in one aisle. And they had a bunch of PS2 controllers. It looked like it was knockoffs and officials. They were $1.99, but I'm not going to waste my time with that kind of thing. It's a hit or miss with those kind of controllers, and you never know if you're going to get a good deal and pay $2 and they work, or if they don't work. And it looked like somebody was just getting rid of everything that was their PS2 collection. I don't mind, but I'm not going to take that risk. So I kept moving on after I saw that Mad Catz controller to see if there was anything else. And it looked like there's some miscellaneous stuff. There were some cases, so I checked all the cases because they look like DS ones. There was no games. I checked this metal case. Nothing in that one. I don't know what that one was for. Could have been for utensils. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mini storage case. And I kept moving on after I checked out the metal case. There was a ton in this aisle. It was like CDs, CD players, Walkmans. And I didn't see anything in there, so I moved to the aisle. And then I went to the register. And in the register, there was a bunch of bins. And there was an Xbox bin, original Xbox controllers and games. They would not let me touch it. So whoever was holding it, that employee, you are an idiot. And you should not have done that and left it out there like that. So I moved on to the next thrift store after I got heated with that Goodwill. I couldn't take it anymore. And he had a bunch of gaming hats. There was a Super Mario. It's not my style. I would have picked it up if I was younger. But it was like a maze in here. Like, you literally couldn't go anywhere. I moved around. You couldn't go anywhere. Like, everybody was crammed into each other. And there's some cassette tapes. It looks like all the music was in the beginning. I was trying to get around, to get to the other side, and unfortunately, I couldn't get to the other side. I mean, he blocked it off so well that I didn't want to risk bumping into anything and breaking it. Maybe that was his goal, was to get somebody to break something, so he could have you pay for it. And the PS3 section that was in the front, there was really nothing. So I kept moving and I looked and see if there's anything in the middle, and just CDs, nothing major. And I kept going, and then there was the DVD section. And of course, I saw there was that Game Gear game. It's the thumbnail, Madden 96. I didn't want to get Madden. I already have Madden for Genesis. So I looked in that clear blue case. Is actually a burned DVD. I don't know why thrift stores like to sell burned DVDs. They're not worth $2. They throw them in with others, and then they call them like it's going to be everybody want to pick those up. And I took an overview of this really quick just to show you guys that there was no games in here. And then the CD section on the other side, same thing. So I didn't want to show you that. And then he had a bunch of creepy dolls just chilling around everywhere. Artwork. It really was a miscellaneous aisle. Like, there was no rhyme or reason to this thrift store. Just everything was thrown into one section. And in this cabinet, I did notice that there was a couple Super Nintendo games, Tetris 2 and Super Mario Kart. He wanted $10 for both of them each, and I'm not going to pay $10 for Tetris 2. He had a Call of Duty wallet in there, and his prices were just too high for certain things. Like, if you asked him anything, he felt like you really wanted it, and he just upselled the price and would not haggle with you. So if I asked how much were the TV trays, because I needed a new TV tray. He wanted $25 for that. I was like, no, you're out of your mind. So I just stopped asking him what I wanted, like, to see what he was going to charge me. And I went upstairs, and upstairs is like the games, the board games, and the VHS. VHS was not bad. It was like only $1. The cassette tapes were 50 cents. But unless I saw a rare thing or something I was gonna pick up, I didn't see anything major. It's not like there's any like movies that I wanted to pick up. And then there's a ton of clothes just thrown everywhere, like just bags of clothes that he just tossed in. And so from there, I didn't pick anything up because he wouldn't haggle with me, so I moved on to the next thrift store. And in the next thrift store, it's like a Salvation Army kind of thing. So I kept going, and from there I went in, and it was really organized in this one. It was, in the beginning there was the electronics, and then you move to the side. And here was where the DVDs, PC games, books, a whole bunch of everything. They wouldn't move, so I just let it go because I was standing there for a good few minutes. I didn't show that in the video, but I gave up. So I just, I looked around, and I saw a couple PC games up top, but she was blocking my way. So I looked around, and she was organizing, so I gave her a minute, and then from there, you're going to see in a minute, I'm going to pan up. It's going to be EverQuest, Civilization, and I think it was something Exile. I can't remember exactly. So I didn't see anything else that I wanted, but when I went to the back, there was a Guitar Hero bundle, 2 of them. There was Guitar Hero 2 and Guitar Hero 3. And I was looking for the guitars because I couldn't get my other ones to work, so they wanted 35. So I was like, oh, it must be complete. Let me check it out. Guitar Hero 2 has to, I think it was wired. So I checked it out, and I was like, sure enough, yep, it's the wired one. But there's no game. So I was like, okay. So I checked that the wires were grungy. The guitar, it was very sticky. Like, there was film all over it. The buttons were sticking, and there was a ton of stickers on there. And it was just not taken care of. It was really beat up. So I was like, let me leave that one. I'm not going to bother with that one. Let me check the third one. So I grabbed the third one. That one is a slipcover. I was having a little bit of a hard time getting that one open. It took me a few minutes to get it open. And this one I'd rather get first. So I got some help filming. And I cracked it open. I was hoping everything was in there. But sadly, when I looked in there, no game. And I'm showing you. And the strap, though, was unopened. It looked like they just got the guitar set because they were a fan of Guitar Hero, but never played with the number 3. They didn't play with the wireless controller. The buttons were sticking. It was clean. I checked the battery. The battery ports. There was no acid on anything. I checked everything. I checked all the buttons. They were all working, and unfortunately there was no dongle. That was missing. So I asked the lady, and the lady said yes to 15, and we're good and golden on that. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, and as always, keep on gaming, everybody. Peace.